certainly is going to be Miami or Notre Dame. So, number 10, and it is Miami. Without playing the entire time.
Yes!
This is very strange.
We're
to me. And again,
in!
you mentioned earlier that they hadn't compared these two teams.
We're in!
What's going on, Canes fans? I'm sorry. I'm trying to not be emotional here. I'm still soaking it up, living in the moment. I'm about to make a factual statement here, and it still blows my mind. Miami could win a national championship this season. It is not impossible for Miami to win a national championship this season. We're not getting ahead of ourselves. We're not making predictions. It's one game at a time. The point I'm trying to make is Miami gets to play meaningful football in December because they are officially in the college football playoffs at number 10, and it kicked Notre Dame out of it. I was still laughing. Just real quick, the reason why I'm making this is, we were live during the reveal, but I wanted to put up kind of some short form content so that way people could celebrate in the comments. We could enjoy this moment together as a family. And it just cracked me up because immediately after the reveal, Joey Galloway, and we know one of the biggest Miami Hurricanes haters, he says word for word, "This is very strange to me." So I guess Joey didn't get the memo that they were going to be putting the Canes in and not his Notre Dame Fighting Irish. I swear that dude is Miami's biggest hater. And as a matter of fact, he's still on my television screen right now pleading his case for Notre Dame. It's a done deal, buddy. It's already over. It's so hard as a Miami fan, and I know so many of you agree with me. It feels like we always get the short end of the stick, and a lot of times it's our own fault. We shoot ourselves in the foot. Miami puts themselves in a bad position, but even so, the way that everything played out on the tail end of the season, many of us believed that Miami deserved to be in. It wasn't perfect, but they deserved to be in. And I was saying that if they could just be given a chance, all we need is an opportunity. And the Canes could absolutely make it a game, and they can be competitive with any of the top teams in the country. And, well, we've been given our shot. Miami will take on Texas A&M on December 20th at noon in College Station. Here's your bracket. I want to hear some thoughts, want to hear some reactions. It does kind of pain me a bit because these are the college football playoffs. So these are the best teams in the country. It's kind of wild to see James Madison and Tulane in here. James Madison's going to get rocked by Oregon. Tulane's going to get their backs blown out by Ole Miss. It's not even going to be a game. It's not going to be close. First team out Notre Dame, second team out BYU. I understand the rules. So I know how it works about the highest ranked conference champions and blah, blah, blah. Like, I totally get it. And, I get they say, hey, well, you got to give them an opportunity. It's not going to be a game. It's not. And, as much as I hate Notre Dame would beat the heck out of Tulane. They'd beat the heck out of James Madison. But the reality is Notre Dame, it came down to us or you, and we beat you head to head. And I'm thankful that the committee opened their eyes and that it does matter, as it should. The head-to-head should be the top thing, especially if you have the same record. If both teams are at 10-2, one team beats you. I don't care if it's early in the season, late in the season, whenever it is. You've got to be ready to play every single week. And Miami beat Notre Dame. And thankfully, they did do the right thing. Now, the path for Miami here, not to get too ahead of ourselves, this is wild. You got to take down Texas A&M at College Station. Then you have to play Ohio State. Now, for a lot of Miami fans, this is great news because we've wanted to play Ohio State, right? And this is not in the national championship, But if Miami were to beat Texas A&M and play Ohio State, if you beat the Buckeyes, of course, it knocks them out of it. So they no longer have an opportunity to win a national championship. So big opportunities for Miami. Assuming that you make it that far, you're going to end up playing the winner of Georgia and, let's be real, Ole Miss, most likely. 99% chance it's Ole Miss. Winner of Georgia and Ole Miss. And then you could find yourself in the national championship, which, by the way, quick reminder, is at Hard Rock Stadium. So maybe the stars are aligning for the Canes. You know, sometimes dreams do come true. It's a bit of a long shot, I know, but a lot of work to do. You know, I'm not scared of Texas A&M, but this is a good football team. And thankfully, we have a little bit of time here to prepare and get our minds right. And this is great news for the channel as well, not to shift away from the Miami football talk, but this means another preview video. This means another fan call-in show, another Inside Insight show. There's going to be so much riding on this game. The hype is going to be through the roof. And it's going to be so much fun getting to hang out with the college football family. And there's more football to be played here for the Canes. And late in December there on the 20th, guys, I'll be honest, I'm still in shock. I don't know if you can see it. This really doesn't show it all. There's confetti just all over everything. It's everywhere, and I couldn't be happier. I just wanted to make a quick video and just hang out with the college football family in the comments and live in this moment, making history, getting into the college football playoffs. And look, I don't care about if people want to get in there and yap. And, you know, the first comment I saw on my live stream that we did was, congratulations, y'all made it in, but do you really think that you could make it all the way to the national championship and win it? Highly unlikely, or it was something like that. Bro, there's a much higher chance of winning the national championship if you're in the playoffs as opposed to sitting at home. We're at least in it. We're in the running. There is at least a chance we are playing football. We're not, you can, hey, make all the Pop-Tarts jokes you want. We're not in it. We're not in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. We're not in the Bad Boy Mowers Bowl, if that even still exists. Direct those jokes to Notre Dame, to BYU, to some of these other bowl-eligible teams that missed out on the college football playoffs. And I don't want people to think I'm getting cocky or I have a big head or anything like that. This is going to be a heck of a battle. But I was just sick and tired of the disrespect, and it was just unbelievable. The Canes don't deserve to be in. In Miami, it was, tough. Dropping the game to SMU and to Louisville, you don't compete in the conference championship game. There was no way they were going to put Duke in. They weren't going to be ranked high enough. They were 7-5. If anything, I still think most people are going to say it had no impact. But if they wanted any ACC representation, I believe Duke winning, if it didn't help Miami in a big way, but I think it could have impacted it slightly, being that Duke would not be in, because they wouldn't be ranked high enough, like we said. And then that meant either Miami in for ACC representation or none at all. And there is some politics. There is some money involved in all of this. I'm just thankful to be in. And I know that Miami can compete with any of the teams on my screen right now, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Miami's in the college football playoffs, guys. Are you processing this? We're in. We just needed to be given a shot, and we got it. We got what we asked for. It's right here. And I'm so thankful. So thankful. And I hope that, Mario can get this team right. They can lock in and focus up and get the job done. One game at a time here. These are the big ones. These are the big ones. Miami's going to be on a massive stage here. And what do we think here? I mean, Bama and Oklahoma, we've seen this play out before, but, people are going to say Bama's better than ever. They got beat the heck up by Georgia, but you're going to see that matchup. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, and I wonder how far Texas Tech can make it. You saw Indiana beat Ohio State already. So they're legit. Indiana's the real deal. If it came down to like Indiana and Bama and then Texas Tech and Oregon, Ole Miss, Georgia, and, I guess I don't want to speak on Miami because people think I'm going to be that I'm being a homer. It's going to be wild. I'm just so freaking excited. My official prediction during the ACC championship game was Miami would be in. But I can't lie, that Canes PTSD was creeping up, and I really was struggling. I didn't sleep a wink. I was very concerned, very, very worried that they were not going to put Miami in. But here we are. We'll talk about it all week, and then we'll get down to the nitty gritty and we'll start previewing it next week. Just let me know your instant reaction to this. You can just celebrate it. Let's go, go Canes, whatever that may be. I just wanted to create a space where we could comment and we could react to this and talk about it. And Notre Dame fans, if you want to chime in, some of you are some cool people. But, we beat y'all head to head. This is the right decision to put the Canes in. Real talk. And I think if you were being honest, you would agree. Remember, though, guys, we're all one big happy college football family. But at the end of the day, I got to say, it's always better. Oh, yes, it is. It's always better when you get to rep the U. Coach Coop, peace out. I'll see y'all in the next one.